Hey everyone, Igor is here, and today I'm going to show you how KubeCloud works with Microsoft Fabric and Power BI. So, here I've got my Microsoft Fabric workspace, and I'm going to navigate straight to the data warehouse. I've got one here, and it's already populated with sample data from Fabric, and as you can see, there are some tables here, the table with the weather data, the table with trip data, and well, it's quite a sizable data set. Okay, so here I've got my KubeCloud instance, which is already connected to that Fabric data warehouse. If I navigate to the data model section, you'll see that I've got a bunch of cubes and views defined here, and cubes mostly map one-to-one to the table. So here's my cube for the trips, but as you can see, there is some also custom data modeling here. So I've got the relationships defined, I've got my custom dimensions, and I've got my custom measures as well. If I go to the data graph, I'll be able to see that the views in my data model refer to those cubes, and there are some relationships between them which are basically part of those views. Okay, let's see how we can access the data model and query the data from Power BI. For that, I'm going to navigate to BI integrations and create a new semantic layer sync with Power BI. So once it's created, we'll be able to download a Power BI template and import it from Power BI. So in a second, we'll see the template right here on the right. All right, it's time to jump into Power BI. So I'm going to import it as a Power BI template from here, and let's give Power BI some time to load it and let us build some visualizations. All right, time to build some visuals. So as you can see here on the right, we've got our data sets, and let's start with cities, right? So first of all, I'm gonna check what's the spread between the minimum and maximum temperature in different cities. So the bar chart is probably the best for visualizing the data. So yeah, let's wait for Power BI to query KubeCloud, and for KubeCloud to analyze the data model, and in turn to query Fabric. All right, so we've got some interesting data here. As you can see, the spread between different cities in terms of temperature is not that big, but if you prefer allocation with less extremes in temperature, then probably Jersey City is a better choice than Manhattan or New York. All right, let's build a new visualization, and that one is going to be based on the trips dataset. So first of all, let's see how different trips are distributed over different pickup locations. So I'm gonna break them down by states, or better, let's break them down by cities. And I'm only interested in cities in the United States. So let's drag this dimension right here and select United States. And also I'm going to choose pie chart as my visualization type. All right, so as you can see, most of the trips originate from Manhattan, which is okay. And the second one by popularity is New York. All right, then let's see if there is any connection between their pickup location and their tip percent. So I'm gonna unselect this count measure and select 2%. And for that one, the bar chart is going to be a better visualization as well. However, I have strong suspicion that probably the huge spread that we've got here has some connection to their number of trips from each location. So I'm going to filter them on the count. For that, I'm dragging this to their filters, and I'm going to say that I'm only interested in locations with the number of trips that's greater than 100. So I'm going to apply this filter and wait for this one to update. Alright, it works. And well, as you can see, indeed there is a huge spread in there. That depends on the pickup city, right? So you can scroll it down right here, and well, you can use this as a guidance if you decide to take taxi from one of these locations. All right, so the last step here would be to go back to KubeCloud and see the queries that Power BI ran against it. So here I've got the query history, and as you can see, here are our queries, right? So if I pick one, you'll be able to see not only the query that Power BI generated and ran against KubeCloud's data model, but also the query that KubeCloud generated and ran against Microsoft Fabric. And as you can see here, well, it's quite a non-trivial one. So KubeCloud correctly generates joins, puts the filters in the where statement, and uses correct measure definitions right here. And well, this one looks correct as well. Alright, so here's how you can use KubeCloud with Microsoft Fabric and Power BI. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks.